welcome to the THZTV show. My name's Chris, this is my bro Adrian.
How's she going?
And welcome to episode 45, Speed, Size, Strength, S3 Formula Style.
Nice.
We got a great show today. Instead of talking hockey news, we're going to talk a little bit about off-ice conditioning for hockey players. First off, I'd like to give a shout out to Red Whale Coffee. We're drinking some tea. What is it?
It's organic oolong green tea.
Ooh, talk about get us pumped up for
very good and tasty,
yeah,
and good for the body.
Nice. So we're being healthy today, talking about exercising, drinking some organic tea. So off-ice training's always been a big part of our life when we were growing up, going through the hockey ranks. And we just happened to stumble across a fella out of Utah named Jeremy Weiss, who has a hockey website and group out there in Utah called Weiss Tech Hockey. I asked him if he'd come on and explain to our viewers a little bit about what he's doing with his S3 formula program that's online. So I think without us getting into it too much, we might as well let Jeremy take it away. Tell us a little bit about who he is, his background, and what this S3 formula program is all about. So take it away, Jeremy.
What's up, Chris and Adrian? It's Jeremy Weiss here with Weiss Tech Hockey, and appreciate you guys having me on your show. I've been watching your guys' show for quite some time now, and really like the things that you do, and appreciate you guys having me. For those of you who may not know me, I'm with Weiss Tech Hockey, and Weiss Tech Hockey is basically, it's kind of a full-blown hockey school. So we do some on-ice clinics and stuff like that, and then we do have a web component as well. So we've got our drills and skills blog and a few other different things going. I guess a little background on me. I grew up in Toronto, Canada, so I was introduced to hockey at a pretty young age, as many young Canadians are. Played AAA for most of my life, and then ended up moving to Utah as a 14-year-old. Played Junior B in the Western States Hockey League for about 4 years, and that was just while I was going to high school, and then after high school ended up moving back and playing another couple years of Junior A for Wexford Raiders, and in the Ontario Provincial League, and that was just before going on to university. And so I had a decent little hockey career. I was really religious about my strength and conditioning program, and one of the main reasons is because as a 14-year-old playing Junior B, my skill level was fine competing with the guys that I was competing with, but obviously there was a huge size and strength difference between a 14-year-old and an 18 to 21-year-old Junior B player. So that's where it was almost a fight or flight type of thing. As I finished up high school and moved back to Toronto, now all of a sudden I'm playing with kids my own age group. It's finally the junior age, playing juniors, and what I realized, and even at those high levels of hockey, almost nobody was doing any strength and conditioning program off the ice. So we'd do our regular mandated practices, but I was really one of the only players that I knew that was ever in the gym at all, let alone in the gym consistently. A huge opportunity to gain an edge over your opponent by following a structured strength and conditioning program that's geared specifically towards hockey. So what the S3 formula is, it's a 20-week off-ice training course. It's like a real hockey camp, except in the sense that all the players are going to be going through it together, except that all the communication happens via the web. So a little bit different in that sense, but really cool, because what happens is we've got players from all over the world participating. Is that it takes into account the energy systems that your body uses while playing hockey. I mean, obviously hockey is a different type of sport than than a long distance running, or than a biking, or even than soccer. There's very specific energy systems that need to be trained properly for you to get the very most out of your body while you're playing hockey. So hockey specific energy systems, hockey specific muscle groups. The registration's open March 15th, and we're going to probably keep them open for about 5 days just to give everybody a chance to get in. And then we'll close it, and the reason why we need to close it is obviously because we're going through this as a group.
Oh, that was pretty impressive stuff, and what do you think of this today?
Thanks for sharing, Jeremy. That's great stuff. It's good to see you're so passionate about it. That's the first thing I noticed I really like. The only other thing I guess is back in the day when we played, which was a few years ago now, we won't get into numbers, but I remember it was very hard to track down information like that for off-ice training. Like, it was almost when it first started to kick in a little bit, and we used to have like pieces of paper laying around that we'd have printed off, and you'd lose the paper.
Yeah.
So it's awesome that it's all online now, I think, or that what Jeremy's doing online there. Yeah. You got your login, you always got your little repository of videos, and you can check them out and revisit them and go through the program, and just
I think
become
it's
that
great.
much stronger.
Yeah, like I know, as you mentioned, Adrian, it was tough to even know what to do when we were working out. Like, you just go in there and do bicep curls and, like, you know, big and strong and bulky. But this hockey specific side of it is really important. And you know, it used to be like when we played, we would train, and not many people were training at the time, and that would give you the edge. Now the greatest and most talented players are training. I mean, look at Sidney Crosby, Ovechkin. Those guys are probably some of the best in best shape of players out there now. So it's you almost have to now. So to get that edge now, where the hockey specific comes into play, I think is really important. So good stuff, man. And I wish I was playing again, because I'd be jumping on board. The program, for those that are wondering, is $147 to get on board and sign up, and it's a 20-week program, as Jeremy mentioned. It does have a team discount too. If you want to get your team in there, you could sign up and they give you a discount as well too. So kind of cool. No, very cool actually. So I guess now that we know kind of Jeremy's background, kind of curious to see who he likes or who his favorite team is. So Jeremy, who is your favorite team, and do you have any favorite players right now in the NHL?
My favorite NHL team and player. That's a tough question. I hate to admit it, but I'm a bit of a Fairweather fan. Being a Toronto boy, you can put it this way: I would love to see Toronto do well, but at least in my lifetime so far, they just haven't given me much to cheer about. So I would love to see them do well, but at the same time, I prefer watching good hockey, whoever that may be. So right now, my favorite teams to watch are obviously Pittsburgh Penguins, the Capitals. I like watching. I actually really like watching Calgary. Who else? The Ducks are pretty fun to watch. Anybody who plays decent. Oh, Red Wings have been a lot of fun to watch over the past few years. Anybody that plays a good combination of that European finesse with North American toughness. I really enjoy that style of play. So those are kind of my favorite NHL teams. Players, I've got kind of the same old guys that everybody likes to pick. You know, you got your Crosby, your Ovechkin. I really get a kick out of watching those two guys, especially Ovechkin's style. I mean, that hit that he laid on Jagr in the Olympics was phenomenal. Love to see that kind of thing. Just clean, big, open ice hit. I do like watching Iggy. He's a lot of fun to watch as well. So those are probably some of my favorite players. Malkin's good too. I like Malkin.
Toronto Maple Leafs? Man, well, I guess being from Toronto, eh?
Yeah.
So we'll give you that one, Jeremy. Good call on Iginla, awesome player, and he's definitely a guy that's in shape as well, I would say. Ovechkin, we talked about him earlier, and that open ice hit he laid on Jagr showed that he's a real powerhouse back in the Olympics there. So man, thanks for sharing, and if anyone has any questions, we'll put a link down here for you to check it out. But if I was a player, as I mentioned, I think I'd be jumping all over this. It's an opportunity to have a really specialized training program for hockey, and we really appreciate Jeremy sharing the information. And I know if anybody has any questions, if they contact us, we'll put them in touch with you, and we'll share your email as well so they can get in touch with you. So I think that pretty much wraps her up for today. So looking for
the gym.
Get to the gym, but folks, and let's see what happens. But no, we're looking to seeing some great players coming out of your program, Jeremy. So thanks again, and keep your stick on the ice.
Take care, everybody.